So, first, forgive me for looking so ratchet right now. I have a bandana on because my hair is that bad. Like, it's very dry and a little bit matted because I've been neglecting my hair, which is really bad. I was doing good. But what is that noise? It almost sounds like a fire alarm or something. Weird. Um, anyway, yesterday, I don't even remember doing my video, but I watched my video, so I know I did one. I guess I was a little bit tipsy. I do remember baking cookies, kind of. There's like a whole container full of cookies, so I guess I successfully did it. But today, that's really bothering me. What is that? It's like one of those fire alarms, like not like a smoke alarm, but like a fire alarm. Maybe it's like the complex next to us or something, because we definitely don't have that. I don't know. So hopefully everything's okay. Anyway, I oh, it's off. It stopped. Um, I got up this morning and I was like, I have to be successful today. I have so much to do today. I've been neglecting my hair. I need to wash my hair, condition my hair, deep condition my hair. I also need to do like a hot oil treatment. I need to like baby my hair again to get her back to life because I've been neglecting my hair so bad. um, I've also been slacking on my skincare routine, and I need to get back on that. What else? My home was neglected, so I got up and I cleaned up. I just made a little bit of a mess in the kitchen after I cleaned. That's only because I was doing my meal prep. Um, so it took me probably about an hour because I had to cut up lots of vegetables and I had to cook them. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. If I wanted to like roast them, or do like some kind of stir fry or something like that. And for the chicken, I am really picky about how I like my chicken. I'm not a fan of boiled chicken at all, but there are some recipes where I do boil my chicken because I like it to be shredded. That's the easiest way to shred chicken breast. So I ended up deciding to boil my chicken simply because I wanted to use less chicken. Like usually I would just like cut it up and saute it, but I wanted it to appear like I was getting a lot of chicken. I wanted to get the most out of each piece of chicken, and I want it to last a week. So I only used 3 pieces of chicken breast for the whole week, which doesn't sound like it's a lot, but after boiling it and then shredding it and putting it in my stir fry, it was a lot more. It looked like a lot more than I actually wanted. It kind of looked like vegetables with chicken as opposed to um, vegetable or no chicken with some vegetables as opposed to vegetables with some chicken in it. So it worked out because it made it seem like it was a lot more than it actually is. So 3 pieces of chicken for the whole week. So I'm mostly eating vegetables, which is really good. So I made tons of different vegetables. I did just like this big stir fry. I did a I did string beans. I had um, fresh string beans, so I cut them up. I had what else did I do? Cauliflower. I did broccoli. I did a red pepper, a green pepper. I did um, gosh, I'm having like a brain fart. Wait, I have to look because I want to say it. I just to remember it was a lot. Did broccoli. I did carrots, cauliflower. Um, what else? Let's see. Um, Peppers. I say broccoli. I did a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm I'm having a brain fart. It's a lot of freaking vegetables in there. It's probably like 7 or 8 different kind of vegetables in there. It's a lot. So I did that, and I just kind of stir fried it slash steamed it a little bit. Um, as far as seasoning goes, I added minced garlic. Um, and I also did butternut squash in it too. Yeah, and other ones that I can't think of, and I'm not going to do that the rest of the video. um, so I stir fried it with like a little bit of minced garlic, a tiny bit of olive oil. Um, And I think I add a little salt and pepper. I think I add a little ginger, and um, I think that's it. Oh, I think a little onion powder too. So then I add the chicken and everything, and then I actually had to do like two batches kind of the stir fry because there was so much. Wow, it's really dark over here. But yeah, so this is it. I had enough to make like 7 days worth, which is really nice. So it's gonna last me the entire week. And I I'm going back to intermittent fasting, and it's something that I used to do, and it worked out really well for me. And it's not so much about the weight loss part of it, and more so about training my body. So I'm only doing 8 hour eating windows. I'm not going crazy. I used to do the eat stop eat, which is eat one day, you don't eat the next day. Eat one day, you don't eat the next day. And it works, but going 24 hours without eating is quite hard. It's much easier to do if you work, or if you're a busy person and you're out a lot and you don't even have the time to think about eating. Perfect. It's completely perfect to do. But because I'm a housewife now, again, um, I there's no way I can be at home doing nothing and not think about food. It'll be torture. So I decided to give myself the 8 hour window. And I actually did some of it last week to prep myself for this week, and it worked out really good. Um, so I'm really excited about all of this. I haven't worked out yet, but I'm going to. I just want to make sure I clean the house and everything. That needs to be priority. But I am about to finish up cleaning. I'm going to go clean my bedroom a bit, and then I'm going to do my workout for the day. I am going to probably have my dinner because I want to stop eating at 9 p.m. So my 8 hour window will probably be, for now, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. That just works best for me right now. So I'm probably going to have my dinner and then work on this nest on my head. Um, and I don't want to say I'm going to pamper myself today, but I'll do a little bit. It depends on how I feel. But I wanted to do the important things first. So that's how my day's going so far. That's what I plan the rest of my day to be. Hubby's at work, and I also have to make something for dinner. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do for dinner. I'll probably end up doing like chicken Alfredo or something, but I probably won't have any of it, just because I have my dinner. So that's another thing too. I won't be able to have dinner with him when he comes home because he doesn't get home until 12 a.m. and I don't want to be eating that late anymore. So that'll kind of suck, but I'm thinking on the weekends I probably won't do intermittent fasting. Um, I don't know. I have to see how I feel. So as of right now, things are going really well, and I'm excited about the start of my week. It has been a busy day so far, but I need to catch up from this weekend because this weekend was crazy. It was fun. I had a great time, but I fell behind so much with my responsibilities. So I'm spending today getting back on track. And tomorrow should be a lot more smooth sailing. Like I'll be able to have my morning routine the way I want to. I also start in the morning drinking, and I used to do this too, and it worked well. Um, Doing my glass of water with 2 tablespoons of wonderful apple cider vinegar and lemon, and it doesn't taste very good at all, but it is very good for weight loss, but mostly for me at least, it helps to carb the appetite, and um, the lemon's really good for digestion and fat burning and a bunch of stuff, and it's really good for your skin. So there are countless benefits of apple cider vinegar. I even use it in some of my um, some of the products I use, like I do like a bentonite clay mask on my face every now and then, and I use apple cider vinegar instead of water. So there are a lot of different things it's good for. It's even good for the hair and stuff. So that stuff is like magical. I started doing that in the morning. Well, I did that this morning. I'm going to be doing that every morning. Um, what else? Oh, I have to get back into my smoothies. I have tons and tons of fruit that I need to use. I have kale, spinach, and flax seeds. It's all kind of stuff that I'm really excited to use. But this morning, I didn't really get to do that because my husband had to go to the DMV this morning, and he was with my mother, and they went out to lunch, and he woke me up and said, "Hey, I brought you back lunch." So he had like a steak and cheese, like salad wrap thing, and which is weird that he ordered that. But that's what he had. So he's like, "Yeah, I brought you back half of my lunch because it was a lot." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So I had that for my breakfast, but it was pretty small, like the piece that I had. So, and it did have veggies in it, so that's good. So I had that, and then had my lemon apple cider vinegar water, um, and that's pretty much it. I haven't really been hungry, but I do need to eat, especially during this window. So that's another thing with intermittent fasting, and then I'm going to go. It's not so strict where you have to eat a certain way. I personally feel as though to get the most benefits out of it, I want to be packing my body with as much nutrition as possible, as opposed to just eating. Honestly, you could eat pizza um, from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and you probably still lose weight. But again, this isn't so much about weight loss for me and more so about my health and training my body. So while I'm not going to be so strict where I'm like, oh, I can never have anything, bad or any of the snacks I want, the majority of the things that I consume will be nutritious. So I'm doing this for countless reasons. I've done videos talking about it, training my body, preparing my body for babies, and all of that. I've already seen benefits of yoga. I'm not going to go into detail, but I am definitely seeing benefits, and it is definitely leaning towards us having a baby and me getting my body where it needs to be health-wise to be able to conceive as well as hold on to a baby and have a successful pregnancy and birth. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to keep going like I promised myself. And yeah, so on that note, I'm going to go finish my responsibilities for the day. And I will see you tomorrow.